Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight we begin a new homestand with the first of 3 between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Brett Anderson will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He is, of course, a guy to be wary of if he gets on base. His stolen base total leads the ball club. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Harold Reynolds, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, this is a really good club. I mean, here we are the second half of the year. They're already leading the division, but now they're starting to open up a lead. It looks like it's almost like the quarter horse that you know is going to win this race, and he starts to pour it on to embarrass everybody. They're smelling the finish line right now.
Here comes another 0-2. Line hard to the left side. But there to spirit is Chipper as he takes this one down for the first out. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, and if you're pitching, you better be aware of Crush Davis. He's truly one of the great power hitters in the game. I love watching him, and he's got elite power. That's the kind of power that he can hit it over the light towers, and he can hit home runs that will show up on show track and everything else. So anytime he steps into the box, he's exciting to watch.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Game time temperature tonight a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. On the ground to the right side. There is Pedroia on to first, and it's a fine start to the inning for Anderson. 2 away now.
Batting third, right fielder, Mark.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. It was a 2-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's game. In there, strike 1.
Well, if you're wondering what kind of night he might have, he's given us good signs. The first 3 hitters, he's gotten ahead of. If he does that, it could be a great night.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Castillo retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Orioles 0, Sox coming to the plate. You're watching MLB Network. Standing in, Mookie Betts. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one.
Mookie Betts.
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Harold, one of your former uniforms, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, we're really looking at a club that's been struggling. They're coming off a losing record on the homestand, and this is the first game on the road. We're really going to see what this team's made of starting on this trip.
And this is fouled at the plate. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Red Sox have elected to challenge the previous
So here's
play.
one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Digging for second is Goldschmidt. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice two-bagger.
Into the box now, Chipper Jones, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. One out and a runner on second base. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul.
He hit that changeup hard. Man, he saw it good. Just wasn't able to keep it fair.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Hit hard to the right side. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Boy, he got himself in a good hitter's count and hit that changeup. Maybe he had a good scouting report that he tries to pitch backwards. Going to throw off-speed pitches in fastball counts and fastballs in the breaking ball count.
Digging in, Corey Seager. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. From the stretch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
The 0-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a...
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
First offering on its way. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Jones going back at the track. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Boston strands a couple, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Manny Machado now. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play.
Manny Machado.
Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number one.
All right, time for a majestic defensive alignment for the Red Sox. And down there at first base, Paul Goldschmidt. The thing I like about him, he catches everything. That's why he won a Gold Glove before. Throw it his direction. He's a big target. Stands about 6'4". He's wide. He'll make the play for you. He's a great guy to throw to, and he can also make the plays on his own.
Here's Chris Davis now. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Ball one. No score here as we play inning number 2. 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4. Here's Jonathan Scope now. 3 hits for him in that ball game on Wednesday. And he gets ahead 0-1. A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2.
He's right on that breaking ball. That's pretty good timing right there, especially following up after a fastball.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Again, he sends it out of play. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting outfielder Hyun-Soo Kim. Down the third baseline. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in, Johnny Bench. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Johnny Bench.
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit and the box scores. But, man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself. He stays consistent and keeps that approach.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Here comes the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. In comes Kim. He can't get there as it falls in.
Oh, he hits a little dying quail behind the infielder. I tell you what, he couldn't have thrown that ball any better. Talk about placement. That was perfect.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Well, he's got himself a little bit of a jam right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I want to get a double play ball. Just pitch the contact, get the double play here.
The 0-1 delivery. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And that's going to fall for a base hit. Throw comes back in by Trumbo, and the runner will be forced to hang on at third base.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Rusney Castillo.
Coming to the plate now, Rusney Castillo. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Trumbo coming on. 1 out. And they will not try anything here, so the bases remain loaded with 1 away.
All right, here's how the Orioles are lining up defensively. Brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at the catcher, Wellington Castillo. In other words, Beef Wellington, get it? Vin Scully turned me on to that one. But hey, I'll tell you what else is really starting to beef up for him, is that his offense has really come along as he got older. He could always catch, frame the ball, and make throws to the bases, but the offense has made him a different type of player.
High in the air out to center field. Jones is under it. 2 down. And there will be no advance here. It's a wasted opportunity as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
So the bases are loaded here. 2 men gone. And stepping in, the power hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Man, we're seeing some pitching right now. He's 1 out away from getting out of the woods in this nasty situation. Bases loaded, no outs. He gets the first 2 guys out, and he's this close. Let's see what happens with this batter if he can get out of it.
Tillman sets. Here it comes. Hard on the ground toward short. And that's through into left, a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
2 out, 2 strikes, down to the last strike of the inning, and he's able to hang in there and drive the ball for a base hit. Good job of battling right there.
In now, Chipper Jones. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Kim is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So it's 1 run on 4 hits here. No errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We've played 2 full. The Red Sox lead it 1-0. Ready now, Wellington Castillo in his career against this pitcher. 1 for 5.
Castillo.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
That's a great pitch right there. A fastball low and away right on the knees on the corner. That's why you get a late swing right there. Really impressive.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Wellington Castillo is retired to start the 3rd. Michael Bourne at the plate now. Lined hard toward right center. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game. He takes the turn and heads for second. Bourne's got a full head of steam going. Look at him fly. He's headed for third. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, that's their first hit of the ball game, and they make it count as he blisters this thing to the outfield and cruises into third for the triple. We'll see if his teammate can pick him up so they can get their first run too.
Into the box, Jonathan Villar, as he'll lay off a slider too low. Ball one. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And would you believe the tying run comes in to score on a wild pitch? Man, oh man.
Wow, the pitcher has no one to blame but himself. Man on third, and just uncorks one. The runner alertly takes off immediately and gets their first run of the game just handed to him on a silver platter.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Bases are empty, one man out. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Boy, that's a tough two-seamer to hit right there. Usually that two-seamer will start in on the hitter and tail away, but that one started at the middle of the plate and broke off. Uh-oh, look out now.
Throw on to first, two gone.
Center fielder Adam Jones.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Jones. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one right down Main Street. 2 out, nobody on. And this is fouled into the seats over from first. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied at 1-1. Matt Vasgersian back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac as the 2016 National League Rookie of the Year Corey Seager settles in to start things out. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Striding in once again, David Peralta. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Jones is under it. 2 gone. Digging in for his second at bat, Johnny Bench. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First offering on its way. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Jones has it in his tracks, and that's the 3rd out. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Here's Mark Trumbo now. comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Right fielder, Mark Trumbo.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
Tell you what, I'm already taking inventory in the 4th inning here, Matt. His secondary pitch has really been effective. He's used it well. He's getting a lot of good results from it. I just wonder if they're going to make an adjustment as the game continues.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Now that's that old school slider right there, trying to get in on his hands. We see that with a cutter a lot, but the slider's even more effective because you can't pick up the spin.
Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And another foul ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Again, a 1-2. Another one sent foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Oh, now Trumbo gets a hold of one here. That's sent out to deep left field. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run. It's a solo home run off the bat of Mark Trumbo. Number 28 on the season. And the Orioles surge ahead 2-1. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Manny Machado is in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, that's a slider breaking in right there, and if it's not in on your hands, that's a dangerous pitch. You got lucky that ball didn't go further.
Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. 2-0.
Well, they walked him the first AB, and clearly he's already got 2 balls now. They're not challenging him, but as a hitter, it's very difficult to stay patient. But you have to. This is where you got to be patient and get your pitch.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. Jonathan Scope will be next. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And Pedroia looks this one in for out number 1. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm. Just a 1 mile-an-hour differential from 94 down to 93 is the top speeds. Here's Jonathan Scope now. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, he's not picking him up at all. 2 swings and misses right now. You're not feeling confident at all if you're in the batter's box.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hit down the third baseline. And no shot there for Chipper. It's a fair ball.
When you're struggling, you'll look for anything. Been off to a little bit of a cold streak. He didn't hit it hard, but that's a big one to build on.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting outfielder Hyun-Soo Kim. And he puts it on the ground to second. There's one. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the one.
Now batting, catcher Wellington
stepping
Castillo.
in and ready for another shot. Wellington Castillo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. On the move is Betts. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Orioles get a run thanks to the long ball. Bottom of the fourth coming up. 2-1 Baltimore. Digging in now, Andrew Benintendi. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Andrew Benintendi.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Kim will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
The second baseman, number 15, Dustin Pedroia.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch on its way. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Hey, that's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Pedroia waiting on the 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Set to deal on 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Now the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Stepping in now, Rusney Castillo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
This is hit sharply to the left side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Whoa, he hung that changeup. That ball was hit hard. Lucky to keep that one in the ballpark.
Up next for the Red Sox, right fielder.
Here's Mookie Betts. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Tillman sets. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Red Sox leave 1. They're down 2-1. Ready for another chance? Michael Bourne. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Michael Bourne.
First delivery to him on the way. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Oh, he dropped that bunt in what I call the Bermuda Triangle in between.
Number 7, shortstop, Jonathan Villar.
Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. Pitch misses low. The throw in time as he just gets the tag down.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second on the first pitch, but they were ready for it. Good catch and throw from behind the plate, and it's like that base hit never happened.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-1. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Seager backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting number 10, center fielder Adam Jones.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count. He's got a chance to go deep in the game.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
Well, that'll get your head shaken at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Orioles lead it 2-1. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. takes a knee-high fastball.
Well, he's pitching really good in this game, and the fastball location has been the key. That pitch right there is indicative of the game. Down low, hits a spot. That's what he's been doing with the fastball basically the whole game.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's another 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Standing in now, Chipper Jones. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The windup and the 0-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Here it comes. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Up with it, Castillo. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Here's Corey Seager. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right now either. He's going to continue to be aggressive to this hitter as well.
Line drive to center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Down. Digging in and looking for more, Mark Trumbo comes in 1 for
right fielder Mark Trumbo.
Sam Dyson takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 48, Sam Dyson.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Machado now on 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again.
Throw on to first is low that time, but Goldschmidt's able to hang with it, and he digs it out. A nice play. Digging in once again, Chris Davis comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The pitch. 1-1.
Now that's a nice pitch. He ran that in there about mid-90s and put it past him.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that'll wind up a foul ball just to the right of Pesky's pole. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They still lead it 2-1. Ready for another chance? David Peralta. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Designated hitter, David Peralta.
First pitch of the at-bat. Slow bouncer to the right side. Davis has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The catcher, number 5, Johnny Bench.
Digging in to try it again, Johnny Bench. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Jones is after it into a slide as he makes a great basket catch.
Up next for the Red
So that
Sox,
was a beautiful sliding catch for sure. So worth another look with show track. And I think it's evident that the excellent route efficiency up in the high 90s was the main reason he was able to get to that one. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Well, if I'm pitching, I got to be shaking my head. That's the last thing I'm thinking is he's going to hit a ball down and away and handle it as well as he did to get a base hit.
In now, Dustin Pedroia. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jones is under it, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. They still trail it here 2-1. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point. Digging in, Jonathan Scope. Lifetime against Sam Dyson. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
You know what I've been impressed with? He's really used that fastball to his advantage, and he's recognized the fact he's throwing it by people. So he's continued to dominate with that heater and not check off of it much.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Betts. Still going back. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run here off the bat of Jonathan Scope. Number 21 for him on the season. And the Orioles lead it by 2 now, 3-1.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
The left fielder, number 25,
into the box, Hyun-Soo Kim. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Comes set with the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Oh, that one got the pitcher. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Well, that's called smelling a base hit right there. He beats out an infield single. Not everybody hustles out of the box, but he darn sure knew he better, and he did.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Set to deliver the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Well, he's got a double play situation right here. If he can get the ball down, everything's been up, so I'm not really looking for a double play. It might take 2 or 3 hitters to get out of this jam.
A runner at first with no outs here. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
One there. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Into the Wellington Castillo. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Weak grounder back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And now a pitch on the way. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Score holds. It's 3-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Villar. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. First offering on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate. Ready with the 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Oh, the changeup executed nicely, and he still got a ground ball. They got the base hit. He got his ground ball. He did everything he wanted to do. Sometimes it just doesn't work out for him.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this is fouled back and out of play. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Popped high in the air. Pedroia is there for it. Makes the play. 1 away.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder Mark Trumbo.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. Lifetime against Sam Dyson. 2 hits in 7 tries. Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Well, he had to know that was coming. He did a great job. He pulled his hands inside on that 2-seamer coming in, kept it fair, got the hit. Wow.
Manny Machado comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Machado now on 0-1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. 8th inning of this low scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. And that will plate the runner from third, as with that the lead swells to 4-1.
First baseman number 19.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. And a fastball just misses for ball 1.
Here he is in his 3rd inning.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Fernando.
On a line to shortstop. Flips it underhand.
The second baseman, number 6.
Stepping in, Jonathan Scope. Lifetime versus this pitcher, 0 for 4. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Abad is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Orioles 4 and the Red Sox 1. Striding in once again, Chipper Jones. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
Chipper Jones.
Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Well, the Green Monster comes into play. You don't see that many other places. I don't think any other place. That's the coolness of Fenway Park and the Green Monster. You get held to a single, but man, you hit a ball off the Monster. You can tell everybody that one.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And he'll motion for the bullpen here, so that's going to be all for Chris Tillman.
Your attention, please.
So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Here's Corey Seager. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
Here's the 0-1. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. To second for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Gotta love that out of your reliever, right? The first batter he faces, he gets to roll over into a double play. Pulled the right string that time, Skip.
Ready for another shot now. David Peralta. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. A solo shot here to left. Number 22 on the year, and the Red Sox have cut the lead to 4-2 now.
And this is an all-familiar sight, something we've seen all season long. When they need a clutch hit or an offensive blast, he's their go-to guy, and this is just one example in a long line of many. He's fun to watch.
The catcher, number 5, Johnny Bench.
Into the box now, Johnny Bench. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A 1 pitch on its way. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ball game. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. On to the 9th from Fenway Park. It's the Orioles 4 and the Red Sox 2. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network from Boston, Mass. We're set for the final innings of this one.
Leading off for the Orioles.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting outfielder Hyun-Soo Kim. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. The windup and the 0-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Castillo is under it. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Ready once again, Wellington Castillo. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 1 for 2. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 1.
Michael Bourne at the plate now. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. First delivery to him on the way. A cold strike on the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, it's awful difficult, Matt, to hit when you find yourself down.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Nothing doing here this half. Nothing in the Baltimore 9th. Last chance for the Red Sox. They remain down by a count of 4-2.
Your
Zach
attention,
Britton
please.
comes on looking
Now
for a
pitching
save
for
here in the
Baltimore,
bottom of the ninth inning.
Number 53, Zach Britton.
Now at the plate, Andrew Benintendi.
Leading off
2
the
hits
bottom
and
of the ninth
3
for the Red
at-bats
Sox.
for him in this one.
Left fielder, number 16.
In there, and it's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Grounded to the right. Scope's able to get there. And he's retired here, 1 away.
The second baseman, number 15, Dustin Pedroia.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. In previous meetings with Britton over the years, 9 hits in 15 tries. He's set, and the pitch. And the first pitch is a slider here, but that's chopped foul at the plate. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Now another 0-2. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Castillo gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Pedroia is retired, 2 down now.
The center fielder, number 38.
Now to the plate, Rusney Castillo. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Britton pauses. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first, and the Orioles have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
4-2 the final score tonight. Chris Tillman earns his 8th victory of the season. Zach Britton hammers down the save, his 28th on the season. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, the lefty Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.